Hey yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Tylarius, aka Ty Killington. Yeah, man. All right, I hope you guys are all having a good day today, man. All right, so we have the new Alien survival modes, and these are actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. And this video will be talking about, this is kind of like your a money guide for the Alien survival modes. Really talking about some of the best hiding spots, and if there are any really good sweet spots in any of these different levels that we have with the new Alien survival mode. All right, so it's pretty cool. You actually are the alien, and you're fighting against the townspeople, the FIB, the military, security guards, police, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. And you can only use, well, you can pick up other weapons, but you start out only with the laser weapons, right? The laser minigun, the laser machine gun, and the up and atomizer. So you get the Widowmaker, the Hellbringer, or whatever, the Hellraiser, or something like that, and then the Up and Atomizer. So that's pretty cool. I like that. They're sticking true to the theme, but you can pick up weapons from fallen, NPC combatants. And I love the whole scenery. You've got UFOs flying around everywhere. It's pretty cool. Now, the first level that we just did right here, they're all 4808A or B or C. This is the 4808A terminal is the name of this map. So we're the terminal here. And there's a couple of okay spots. I found that this little Connex container right here is really going to be probably one of the better sweet spots, not only of all of these survival modes, but also especially of this one right here. These alien survival modes they're not easy, man. They're actually pretty difficult. So it does require a lot of skill and effort towards the later waves. You can do these like the traditional survival modes where it's just 10, or like the newer ones that were introduced where you can have unlimited levels. So you can go all the way up to like round 100, wave 100, whatever, you know what I mean? So that's pretty cool. The second map, 4808, Bravo or B or whatever. This one has, we've already seen this level before. This is it's kind of like a replay level, but that's okay. Now remember, as you can shoot out of these windows upstairs, they offer deceptive cover. You can still get hit pretty easy, but if for the lower waves, up to like wave 3 or 4, that should be fine to use those. But again, the stairwell is going to be one of the best spots for all of these survivals, and all different versions of them, and especially for this one right here. The stairwell for this particular map offers a really good choke point area. So, but just like the other ones, sometimes the NPCs will get stuck down there. So you kind of have to like bait them. You have to go into like a different room, which it creates a different zone for them to move towards, and it kind of like opens up the stairwell, and they'll try and go up there and get you. And you can kind of trap them. You can bait them into it. For the lower waves as well, you can jump on the roofs, and you can use the roof as kind of like you can use those as blind spots and duck down on either side to not get hit. But it's not foolproof, as you see right here. I'm getting wasted by this whole little group of townsfolk, I guess, for use of a better term. But yeah, you could lower waves. It's okay to use the roof, no problem. But again, stairwell, best bet for this one. All right. So the third one coming up, the survival mode 4808C. This is in Grape Seed, right? Now this one's kind of like the OK Corral. You just got down the zone is right down the streets. You have the buildings that you can use the rooftops of on either side, and I found that's probably one of the better bets to go with right here. Again, as we play these, we find some better sweet spots. We'll bring that to you, but I think Rockstar kind of got a little privy. They're not really adding a lot of props anymore. The props they do add, they're not like the dumpsters that you can climb into, and they have a real tall like side to them or whatever that will give you like a little blind spot, right? So they kind of got smart to that whole thing. So they're just using like the generic location and stuff like that. This the particular zone, and they build a little map around it, like a little zone box, and then you have to go find your own sweet spots. But yeah, the rooftops of these offer some pretty good protection when the choppers roll up in there. And listen, they use, for the alien missions, they use heavy vehicles. They're much stronger vehicles. It's not going to be as easy to blow up. You just see a regular car there, but they have armored vehicles they'll roll up in. They use different types of choppers than just the buzzards. They use the police choppers. They use I saw an Annihilator, which had like the 4 cannon miniguns on the wings or whatever. So the fourth one is Project 4808D, and the map is the desert. Again, with this one, out in the open, there's not a lot of things. You got little bags and fences that you can cover and hide behind, but the enemy spawns at a 360 all around you, right? Oh, just a heads up, the green eggs, that's health. Just so you guys know, that's your health. And like the little platinum boxes, that's going to be your armor. They look different. It's pretty cool. So just in case you guys saw the eggs, that's what they are. They're health, and the little platinum boxes are going to be your armor. Just like in the regular survivals, the green bag is the health, and the vest is your armor. On this particular map, you have a busted out burn up van right here that you can use, and this gives you decent cover right here. Again, not foolproof, nothing that's going to allow you to go to wave 100 by yourself, but it does give you some good defensive capabilities right there. But you have to find like your sweet spot in the windows. As you saw just a moment ago, I was having trouble getting shots down range. All right, the fifth map is 4808E, the arena. All right, you're out here in front of the arena. Again, just a generic location. They don't add a lot of props to it. With this one, you have the awning, or basically you can kind of get up here to the entrance of the Maze Bank Arena, and you can use these big pillars as blind spots and cover areas, and a little bit of cover from the choppers. But again, nothing that you can really foolproof 360 protect yourself with. As you see right there, you step outside the area. That's the survival zone, box or whatever that you can't leave. Now, the enemies will spawn on either side, left and right, or all at once on one side, and they'll come down these alleys or these corridors right here. There's 3 corridors on the map. It's basically rows of where you can walk. It's on either side of this pillar right here on the inside. It's in between the bushes, this little plaza out here. As you see, they all group up. So, the first couple of waves, you can be out in the open. You can pretty much, easily handle these guys. Get shot a few times, no big deal. But as the waves start to pick up and the defensive capability of the enemies and the offensive capability increases as well, you're going to have to take cover underneath the Maze Bank, building right there, and just hope for the best. You can find some little areas to kind of glitch yourself out in, but, you'll be exposed on opposite areas of those particular positions. So you have to rely on your friends and hopefully have a good team on that. All right, the 6th map is going to be 4808F Pillbox. All right. And again, out in a wide open area, you got to use your angles, got to use the walls. You do have some cover from the choppers above. If you, that's going to be an issue for you. You can kind of get underneath the building right there with the roof. But again, nothing crazy. They do add a few props to give you some cover as you run around. And again, there's a green egg that's going to be a health. You can, enemies will spawn from the top and bottom levels of the street, so you have to watch out for that. You can use some of these corners out here. And again, the ammo is not going to be unlimited, so you don't spawn with like 9,999 rounds with these guns. That's another level of difficulty that they add with these survivals, so you have to keep that in mind. You have to go pick up guns to save, and one of these I actually ran out of ammo, so you have to be careful with that. All right, let's see what else we got over there. And like I said, you can set these to 10 waves, or you can set this to unlimited waves. Let's keep that in mind. Now, if you do the 10 wave, basic, setup the way that it was normally, you should get around $60,000 for 10 waves, maybe even more, because they're time based now. But double money on these. The standard amount of money for survivals in 10 rounds or 10 waves is 30,000. So 60,000 at 10 now. 7 is going to be Fort Zancudo. All right, it's the last map out here. And if it's like the other maps, you're going to have, some seriously heavy vehicles to deal with over here. Hopefully not, but that's just, what happened last time. They were bringing in tanks and stuff like that. So you have a little bit better options for cover, but again, not great, Really, again, I think the 2 best maps for cover are going to be the farmhouse and at the terminal, where you can hide inside that Connex container. You can use the Connex container on terminal, and the stairwell for the farmhouse location out there. Those are really going to be your better bets. The rest of these, you've got decent locations, but it's going to be, these are difficult. You have restrictions on ammo. You got restrictions on the weapons that you can use. So, they do have like pulse guns that spawn for like explosive weapons, but you only get a couple rounds with those. But ever since Rockstar started doing double and even triple money on their survivals, I've really gotten into them. They are a lot of fun, and this is great. You can make decent money with these. If you go the 10-round waves and you do this solo, you can do these solo. You can find a couple of these maps. You can make between 120 and 150,000 per hour easy, and that's all with your passive income cooking in the background. All right, so keep that in mind. If you guys got any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for coming out of the video. Subscribe to the channel for the illest and realest content in the game. Make sure you smash that like button. And you guys stay dangerous. See you in the next one. Peace out. Yeah.